You're probably thinking all these AI models are basically the same. Maybe you've tried Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, and you're wondering if any of them are actually worth the money. Well, Anthropic just dropped Claude Opus 4.5, and here's what caught my attention. This model scored higher than any human programmer has ever scored on one of the toughest coding exams in the industry. Yeah, you heard that right. It beat actual human experts. Welcome back to bitbiased.ai, where we do the research so you don't have to. Join our community of AI enthusiasts with our free weekly newsletter. Click the link in the description below to subscribe. You will get the key AI news, tools, and learning resources to stay ahead. So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what makes Claude Opus 4.5 different, why developers and businesses are calling it a game changer, and most importantly, how you can actually use it in your own projects to get better results without breaking the bank. By the end, you'll know whether this is the AI tool you should be using and how to get the most out of it. First up, let's talk about what's actually new under the hood, because the performance improvements here are honestly kind of wild. What's new in Opus 4.5? Okay, so Anthropic just released Claude Opus 4.5, and they're making some pretty bold claims. They're calling it the best model in the world for coding, agents, and computer use. Now, I know every AI company says stuff like that, but here's where it gets interesting. The benchmarks actually back it up. Let's start with coding performance. In Anthropic's software engineering test, which is basically a real-world coding benchmark called SWE-bench verified, Opus 4.5 scored 80.9% accuracy. To put that in perspective, their previous top model, Sonnet 4.5, scored 77.2%, and even OpenAI's latest GPT 5.1 Codex Max only hit 77.9%. But wait until you hear this next part. Anthropic's CEO told reporters that on their internal coding exam, the one they give to their best engineer candidates, Opus 4.5 didn't just pass, it scored higher than any human has ever scored. That's not just matching humans, that's beating them. Now, here's where this gets really practical for you. Performance is one thing, but what about cost? Because let's be honest, these AI tools can get expensive fast if you're using them for real work. This is where Opus 4.5 absolutely shines. The model achieves the same or better results while using dramatically fewer tokens. And tokens are literally what you're paying for every time you use these models. At what they call medium effort, Opus 4.5 matches the previous Sonnet 4.5's highest scores but uses 76% fewer output tokens. 76%? And at high effort, it exceeds Sonnet's score by over 4 points while still using 48% fewer tokens. So you're getting better results for literally half the cost. And speaking of cost, Anthropic slashed their pricing. The previous Opus model was $15 per million input tokens and $75 per million output tokens. Opus 4.5, it's $5 input and $25 output. That's roughly 2/3 cheaper for a model that's significantly better. For developers and small businesses, this changes the math completely on what you can afford to build with AI. But there's more to this story than just speed and price. Anthropic added some genuinely useful new features. The biggest one is this effort parameter you can now control in the API. You've got 3 settings: low, medium, and high. Think of it like choosing between a quick first draft and a deeply researched final version. Low effort gives you faster, cheaper responses for simple tasks. High effort tells Claude to really think through the problem, do deep analysis, spend more time reasoning, which costs more and takes longer, but the quality is substantially better for complex work. They also kept that massive 200,000 token context window, which means Claude can read and work with hundreds of pages of documents at once. And in their chat apps, they've introduced something called infinite chat. As your conversation gets really long, like when you're working on a big project over days, Claude automatically summarizes and compresses older parts of the conversation, so you never hit a hard limit. You can just keep going. Now, this next part is especially cool if you're a developer. The model is significantly better at what they call agentic workflows. Basically, multi-step projects where Claude needs to coordinate different tasks, call external tools, and maintain context across a long working session. They've added features like context compaction and memory APIs so you can feed Claude information in chunks and it remembers and uses it effectively. And for coding specifically, they updated Claude Code with something called plan mode. Instead of just diving into writing code, the AI will first ask you clarifying questions. Then it creates an actual plan file, literally a markdown document called plan.md, laying out exactly what it's going to do. You can review it, edit it if needed, and then it executes the code step by step according to that plan. This makes the whole process more transparent and way more reliable for complex projects. People who've been getting early access and using it are reporting some pretty dramatic improvements too. One early tester said Opus 4.5 now generates well-structured 10 to 15-page chapters on the first try, coherent, organized, ready to use. Financial firms saw a 20% jump in accuracy on complex Excel modeling tasks and about 15% better efficiency. Code reviews are catching more real issues with fewer false positives. Basically anything that requires long context or precise reasoning. Opus 4.5 just handles it better than anything that came before. Human-level performance. So is this thing actually as good as a human? Well, in some very specific ways, it's starting to look that way. And that's honestly a little mind-blowing. We already talked about the coding exam where it beat every human candidate. But it's not just coding. Anthropic ran Opus 4.5 through a whole battery of benchmarks, and it's leading in a bunch of different areas. It's better at math puzzles, at understanding and reasoning about images, what they call vision tasks, and even at answering questions in multiple languages. There's this visual reasoning test called ARC-AGI that's designed to measure abstract thinking, the kind of pattern recognition humans are usually really good at. Opus 4.5 scored 37.6%. Now that might not sound super high until you realize that OpenAI's GPT 5.1 only scored 17.6%, less than half. These are the kinds of tasks where AI has historically struggled, and Claude is making real progress. But here's what I find most interesting. People actually using the model day to day are saying it has developed something like intuition. One Anthropic executive said he now uses Claude through Slack to manage all his project information, and it just understands what he needs without him having to micromanage every detail. It picks up on context, understands priorities, and adapts its responses to what makes sense in the moment. That kind of fluid, contextual understanding is something people were really cautious about trusting AI with before. Now, I want to be clear here. These benchmarks aren't perfect measures of all intelligence. Claude still makes mistakes, especially on edge cases or topics outside its training data. It's not magic. But the gap between what AI can do and what expert humans can do is definitely narrowing faster than most people expected. What can you actually use it for? Okay, so enough about benchmarks and theory. Let's talk about what you can actually do with Claude Opus 4.5 in the real world, because that's what really matters. First, and most obviously, software development. If you write code, this model is genuinely a game changer. It's not just about generating code snippets anymore, although it does that extremely well. It can refactor entire code bases, help you migrate legacy code to new frameworks, debug failing tests, explain complex functions. One CEO reported their team saw 75% fewer linting errors when using Opus 4.5 for code reviews. It catches more actual issues without throwing false positives that waste your time. And because the model is so good at maintaining context, some companies are using it almost like a team member. They'll spin up multiple Claude instances to handle different parts of a project in parallel, then coordinate the results. It's especially well suited for tasks like code migration and major refactoring projects, the kind of work that's technically straightforward but incredibly time-consuming for humans. Next up, long-form writing and research. This is where that massive context window really shines. Claude can now help you draft entire reports, research papers, even book chapters. It keeps track of your sources, maintains consistent terminology across dozens of pages, and organizes complex material in a way earlier models just couldn't handle. One example from Anthropic's own team. They had Claude write detailed technical documentation, and it produced coherent, well-structured content that was actually usable on the first draft. Not perfect. You still need to review and edit, but way better than the starting point you'd get from older models. For business professionals, here's where things get really practical. Excel, Word, PowerPoint, Opus 4.5 is dramatically better at all of it. It can read a complicated spreadsheet, understand the structure, add the correct formulas, build charts and pivot tables. even audit financial models for errors. The new Claude for Excel plugin supports all the advanced features, so you're not limited to toy examples anymore. Financial analysts are using it to model complex scenarios. Business teams are using it to summarize meeting transcripts and draft customer communications. And one financial AI vendor said that complex tasks that once seemed out of reach are now achievable, with 20% higher accuracy on their evaluations. Now here's something I didn't expect to be impressed by. But I am: education and tutoring. Even though Opus 4.5 is primarily built for professional use, it's actually really good as a learning tool. Anthropic launched this Claude for Education program, where students use it to work through problems step by step. What's clever about it is the learning mode. Instead of just giving you answers, Claude asks guiding questions. It prompts you to explain your thinking, walks you through the logic, kind of like a Socratic tutor. Students are using it to get step-by-step help with calculus, draft literature reviews with proper citations, work through complex research papers. It's not replacing teachers, obviously, but as a study aid or personalized tutor available 24/7, it's pretty powerful. And then there are these smaller but interesting use cases. Some creative teams are using Opus 4.5 for design work and UI prototyping. In demos, Anthropic showed it handling tough visualization tasks, stuff that took older models hours to even attempt, now taking minutes. So graphic designers, product teams, anyone doing creative work with a technical component can find value here. The common thread across all these use cases is depth. Anywhere you need patient, knowledgeable assistance for complex, multi-step work, that's where Opus 4.5 excels. Quick questions and simple tasks, any AI can handle those. But deep work that requires sustained reasoning over long contexts, that's the sweet spot. The risks we need to talk about. Now, as excited as I am about what this model can do, we absolutely need to talk about the risks and implications. Because when an AI starts matching or beating human experts at complex tasks, that raises some serious questions. Let's start with jobs and the economy. Anthropic's own CEO, Dario Amodei, has warned that AI models like Opus 4.5 could eliminate up to half of all entry-level white-collar jobs within the next 5 years. That's not some outside critic, that's the person building the technology saying this. And they're not just speculating. Anthropic says Claude now writes 90% of their own code. Think about that for a second. The company creating this AI is already using it to replace the majority of their own programming work. If the people building AI are seeing their own jobs transformed this dramatically, what does that mean for the rest of the economy? Lawyers, consultants, financial analysts, entry-level programmers, junior marketers, a lot of knowledge work that used to be a secure career path might look very different in just a few years. This creates massive challenges around unemployment, retraining, economic inequality. These are problems we need to be thinking about now, not after they've already happened. Then there's the safety and misuse angle. Any tool this powerful can be used for harm. Opus 4.5's creativity and writing ability mean it could potentially be used for sophisticated phishing attacks, generating fake news that's incredibly convincing or other malicious purposes. Now, to Anthropic's credit, they've put a lot of work into making this their most robustly aligned model. It's better at resisting prompt injection attacks than any competing model. Basically, attempts to trick it into breaking its own rules. But no system is foolproof, and users still need to be vigilant about bias, errors, and potential misuse. There's also this interesting technical problem called reward hacking. In one test scenario, Claude found a clever workaround to an airline booking restriction by first upgrading a seat in a way the test designers hadn't anticipated. On one hand, that's impressive problem solving. On the other hand, it's technically circumventing the intended rules. It's the AI equivalent of finding a loophole. This walks a really fine line. Creative problem solving is exactly what we want from AI, but we also need to make sure it's not doing anything unethical or unsafe. Anthropic calls this alignment research, and it's why they emphasize their constitutional AI framework so heavily. And then there's the bigger, more philosophical concern. If an AI can learn from experience, improve through iterations, and perform at or above human levels across many domains, what does that mean for control and oversight? How do we ensure these systems stay aligned with human values as they get more capable? These are questions the entire tech community, really all of society, needs to grapple with. The key takeaway is this: powerful AI amplifies everything. It amplifies our capabilities, but it also amplifies risks. As users, developers, and citizens, we need to be thoughtful about deployment, push for transparency, demand strong safety reviews, and probably accept that we need better regulation and oversight as these systems get more powerful. How to actually use Claude Opus 4.5. All right, enough about the big picture. Let's get tactical. If you want to start using Claude Opus 4.5 today, here's what you need to know. First, access and pricing. Opus 4.5 is available through Anthropic's API and on their Claude app if you're on the Max plan or higher. When you're calling it through the API, you need to specify the model ID, Claude Opus 4.5 29251 And remember those prices we talked about. $5 per million input tokens, $25 per million output. With the efficiency improvements, that budget goes a lot further than you might think, but you still want to monitor usage for high-volume applications. Now here's your first power move. Use that effort parameter. If you're just experimenting or you need a quick answer, set effort to low. You'll get faster responses and lower costs. For complex reasoning tasks, set it to high. It'll take a bit longer and cost more, but the depth and quality are substantially better. And here's a pro tip. For really important questions, try running it at both medium and high effort and compare the results. Since it's cheaper now, you can afford to do that, and it's a great way to see just how much that extra thinking time improves the output. Next, let's talk about context management. You've got this huge 200,000 token context window to work with. Use it. You can feed in entire documents, whole code bases, massive data sets as context. If the text is extremely long, consider breaking it into logical chunks or using the API's context compaction features to prune less relevant parts. In the chat interface, it's even simpler. Just paste whatever you need and Claude will automatically summarize as the conversation grows, thanks to that infinite chat feature. Don't be afraid to have long, sustained working sessions on complex projects. For developers specifically, definitely check out plan mode in Claude Code. Instead of just asking Claude to write code, start by having it create a plan. It'll ask clarifying questions, outline its approach in that plan.md file, and then you can review or edit the plan before it writes a single line of code. This two-step process dramatically reduces errors and makes the whole workflow more transparent. If you work with data a lot, get the Claude for Excel extension. It's now generally available, and it handles advanced features like pivot tables, complex formulas, and chart generation. It's not a toy anymore. It's legitimately useful for real business work. Same thing with the Chrome extension, if you're on the Max plan. Claude can read and interact with web pages across your tabs, which is incredibly useful for research, data gathering, or any workflow that involves pulling information from multiple sources. Now here's something important that people overlook. Leverage integrations, but always review the outputs. Opus 4.5 is so capable that even a small misalignment can have significant effects. Because the model is cheaper now, you can afford to generate multiple versions of the same output. And speaking of system prompts, use them. You can guide Claude's tone, focus, and approach by giving it role instructions at the start. One more thing, if you're in education, explore learning mode. It's specifically designed to teach rather than just answer. Even in standard chat mode, Opus 4.5's. So here's the bottom line. Claude Opus 4.5 isn't just an incremental update. This represents a real qualitative leap in what AI can do. If you're a developer, a researcher, a business professional, or honestly anyone who works with information and ideas for a living, this is worth experimenting with. That's it for today. If you found this deep dive useful, hit that like button and subscribe for more AI breakdowns like this. Drop a comment below and let me know. What excites you most about Claude Opus 4.5? What concerns you? What do you want to see me test next?